2 days ago, I posted on Instagram that I will edit pictures of some of you. Then many people mail me, of course, I randomly select 3. The third is that I edit pictures in 2 ways because I was very confused which one is perfect. Anyways, I won't say anything more in this video, so let's get started. Here's the first image. This image from Aman Mehram. So let's drag this image. I use pen tool to mask him out. Then create a solid color adjustment layer and place it beneath the subject layer. Now you can see this is very sharp, so I use a soft round brush to refine those eyebrow and beard area to look more realistic. So after that I use spot healing brush tool to remove his spot and use blur tool to blur the edges because those edges are little more sharp. Then drag him to the subject or to the background layer and take a orange color and paint the road area and change the blending mode into screen. Change its opacity, just reduce its opacity little bit. Now I match his color with the background using level adjustment layer, UN saturation adjustment layer and brightness and contrast layer. After that I add a camera raw filter to add little more blue tone to the subject and background image. Then I create a color balance curve adjustment layer to match his color with the background more or blending two image more. Then create a empty layer and take a black color and paint the shadow. Then I drag the love 3D icon to the canvas and transform it and wrap it. I use same technique and drag all those love icons and group them together. Then add a blending option using outer glow. Use hue and saturation adjustment layer to change those love icon color just a little bit orange tone. Create a empty layer, then brush the love icon area and change the blending mode into the screen. I use the same technique for all of love icon and group them together. And now using brightness and contrast layer, increase the brightness and contrast to add little more light to this composition. Add a tilt shift blur to the background because background is too much sharp. Again create a empty layer with soft light blending mode to add little more light to the subject image. I use yellow color, orange color to the whole image and use white color to the highlighted area, just add little more highlight to the composition. Again create another empty layer and use the same technique to add little more light to this subject image and change the blending mode into soft light. Decrease its opacity little bit, and now create a empty layer and brush with the blue color, reduce its opacity and change the blending mode with multiply. I drag the particle image over the love icon areas. group them together and change the blending mode with a screen and take a mask and paint the area that need to be little more particle. I add motion blur to the love icon to add little more blurry effect to the love icon. I use same motion blur to the other 3D icon. Then I think their position is not correct, so I use more blurry love icon in the front areas and less blurry love icon in the middle areas. And I also change glow layer also. We change the particle position also and using the same technique. And now it's done. Here's the result. I hope you enjoy this image. I add a camera raw filter to look more pop out. I hope you guys enjoy this image. So let's move to the next image. Second image from Mystery Rag. He writes, here is my photo, you can edit in any way you like. So let's open his image first. Then I select with a pen tool and create a mask. Create an empty layer. Then I manually paint some here because hair area is little more sharp. We need to fix it. I use hair brush tool to add hair to his image. Then I create a empty layer and paint with white color because you can see his shoes had little more dust, so we need to remove it. That's why I paint with white color and remove those dust from his shoes. And now select all the layer and convert it with a smart object and drag him to the background image. Convert him with a smart object and resize his position. I set him with the top of the curve. And now I adjust his color using level adjustment layer, color balance and hue and saturation adjustment layer. And now add a camera raw filter to remove some of red from his face. Then I create shadow. That's why I create a empty layer and paint with the black color in the shadow area. After that I create a selective color adjustment layer to matches his color with the background. Create a curve adjustment layer to blend those two images more. I place the lens flare image and resize it in the headlight areas. Copy it 4 times and resize it. Now create a solid color adjustment layer. Increase red vibrance to add look more pop out to this image. Reduce the green color tone from this image and increase just a little bit blue tone to this image. Use level adjustment layer, color balance adjustment layer to increase some blue tone. Again I removed some spot from his face using a spot healing brush tool. Now create a empty layer and take a yellow color tone and brush the area and change it into the screen mode. I use blue color and also green color in the background and paint those area and change the screen mode, reduce some of opacity. Now add a curve adjustment layer to increase the lightness in the headlight area. Use brightness and contrast to look more pop out. Increase the brightness in the light area. And now create a layer, take the orange tone and paint the area that needs little more light and change the blending mode into the soft light. Reduce its opacity just little bit because it's too much. And now take the eraser tool and remove the area that don't need to be. Now here's the result. I hope you guys enjoy this second image. Now let's move into the third image. Third image from Ranjan Aris. I edited his image in two different way. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you enjoyed this, then don't forget to like, comment, share. I will see you in my next episode. Till then, bye bye.